Radio Woodstock 100.1. We're live at Mountain Jam 9. And right here, I have members of the Lumineers who will be taking the stage this evening, 6:45 on the big stage at Mountain Jam at 9. You can still get your tickets and come on down and check them out. Hey, guys, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What have you guys been up to this week so far?
Just so many shows.
So many shows and more shows coming
and more
this week?
shows coming. We're playing just a couple festivals this weekend, so we're excited about that.
Well, the sun came out for you guys. You're going to have great weather here at Mountain Jam. What's it been like? You guys went from, playing house parties to playing the Grammys and having Taylor Swift sing along to your songs?
You skipped a couple steps.
Oh, I
in
did?
there.
Right. Oh, no. I thought
But
you guys...
not a lot.
basically, that's...
From house party to Grammys. That's not how it works.
No, it's been as quick seeming as that, and we've been excited about it, but it definitely gets tiring sometimes.
You've been asked it, I'm sure, dozens and dozens of times, but what is that trip like? Can you process it from? You made a record and you knew it was good, right? You knew it was going to get out there at some point, but from that to Elton John giving you advice at the Grammys, is that something you can process?
It's pretty surreal. I think we've been maintaining a level of busyness that keeps from having enough gaps to actually analyze it or get into it too much.
Yeah, I think surreal is a good way to put it. Like the Elton John thing. After it happened, it really felt like you were trying to reach it in your distant memory. It was such a dream-like state, kind of. The Grammys in general. Just so many celebrities, people that you looked up to for so long. But that, every day of this journey's been like that. Like huge shows and places that you went to shows when you were younger, and playing in stadiums of basketball teams that you liked. It's just bizarre.
You guys are the Colorado contingent of the band, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
The brief
Two out of three of the Colorado contingent.
So the brief story of the band is that it sort of began in New Jersey,
Right.
and not a very fertile musical, supportive musical environment was the description we've read of the move to Colorado for the other band members, and then you guys come along. Is that an accurate description? Is where you guys from more fertile musically?
It's maybe the thing is it's less fertile,
So they went from New Jersey, which doesn't necessarily have didn't have a huge community for them, to New York, which was not sustainable for them, to Colorado, which they could sustain, which had some stuff going on. So I think it's somewhere in between there.
there's a lot of support there for them. I think it's like I moved to a school in 8th grade. I moved to a different school, and I was never popular up until that point. But just being the new kid, you become a lot more popular, because that's kind of how it was when these dudes moved to Colorado. Everybody really warmed up to them. They're great people, but it was something fresh and it was something new. And their sound, it wasn't a Colorado sound and it wasn't a New Jersey sound, but it was a mixture of the two, and that was different enough for us. They still have accents as kind of a folky and country sounding as Wes's kind of upbringing is. He still has this New Jersey accent that comes out sometimes, and it's really funny to hear the mix.
When you need a parking spot, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you talked about seeing people and playing with bands that you looked up to. Who was the one that you guys were like, wow, I just played after or before one of these big performers that you've looked up to? We just I think confirmed a tour. Is this confirmed and out?
I don't know what we're
Exclusive.
talking about.
Okay.
An
Well, we're
exclusive.
excited to be doing some shows with this band, Dr. Dog, which all of us really
Yes.
looked up to.
Yeah.
And they're from Philadelphia, I believe.
Yeah, Philly.
And we've looked up to them and listened to their records for a long time now. And it's really bizarre having them open for us, where I think we have
Wow.
the most respect for those guys ever. I think they're one of the most talented groups out right now.
Oh yeah, they've
And,
been here at Mountain Jam.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Yeah,
Their last 2 studio records just as good as any.
I believe it. I'm still haven't heard their newest one. I'm like so set on some of these other ones, but
I'll vouch
they're
for it.
amazing. Yeah, they're awesome.
So is that what you guys listen to on the road? You're listening to Dr. Dog? Anybody else that's really just popping?
I've been loving all the Tame Impala records
Okay.
recently. I've been really digging that. A lot of psych rock stuff.
Yeah, James Blake. It's kind of
James
electronic soul, minimal soul. we played before him at Coachella, and we're able to run over right after we played, run over and see him play, and that was surreal as well. So.
And how often does that get to actually? Let me just tell people we're talking with the Lumineers, who are playing here later this evening at Mountain Jam. How often does that happen in a festival setting where you get to go see a band that you really want to see?
I think it depends on the festival. Some are so, cruise in, cruise out immediately. And you hope that those aren't the ones where there's a bunch of bangers that you really want to see playing. We got to see a lot of people at Coachella, which blew our minds. I think we had never actually played a festival that we had a chance to really enjoy the festival itself. So that was quite a luxury.
What can we expect for your set this evening?
Hopefully not rain.
Less
rain.
mud, it looks like. They're putting a lot of hay bales out there. I'm excited
and it's drying.
about that.
The sun is out.
It is drying.
Yeah.
I took a ride to the top on the gondola, and if you get a chance to go up there, you can hear the bands all the way at the top.
There you
And
go,
so-
a promo for the Sky Ride.
Yeah, hey. Spend the
The cool thing
$5.
is a lot of people who ski are used to going up the mountain in one, but they're not used to coming back down the mountain in one, right? And you get that, really super view when the sun burns the clouds off of the Catskills behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of disappointing, actually. There was an old lady up at the top that was stopping everybody from jumping off, and I really contemplated. I could have outrun her, that's for sure, but
I hope so.
I don't know if she would have let me back on to ride down. It would have been kind of a longer walk than so.
You guys also played Saturday Night Live.
That's right.
Did you grow up watching Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I think especially most of us loved a lot of the old stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of has that weird legendary vibe to it.
Yeah.
And when you walked in to play it, what was that like?
Legendary. There was.
All
I
right.
remember there's this one section. There's like a scaffolding or something, and it says "Farley, watch your head," because I think he was always hitting his head on it, and so that was like, it was a weird thing to, we were doing like
Somebody
press
permanent
photos, and it
marker,
was-
like written it in there.
Yeah. So it.
You kind of inclined to want to bump your head just in honor or
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah, in memory.
Sounds
Rest in
good. Speaking
peace.
of the, we're here with the Lumineers at Mountain Jam 9, who will be taking the stage this evening. Still get your tickets at the door or online at radiowoodstock.com. Thanks, guys, for coming by.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having
I
us.
can't wait to
Really
see
appreciate
your
it.
set. I'm
It's
going to
gonna
clap my
be-
hands and
it's gonna
stomp
be
my
fun.
feet the whole time.
Awesome.
all
That's what we
right?
want.
All right, this is actually from your live performance at SNL. This is the Lumineers.
Oh.
Country, isn't it, though?
It
You hear about it, but
is,
when you
yeah.
actually drive it in a van, right?
Yes.
It's one thing flying from East Coast to West Coast, right? A few hours, you look down, you go, oh, it looks like a map or something. But driving it, it's a whole
Yeah.
other experience.
Everything feels longer when you're in a van with.
Seven-way tie for.
There's no right or wrong answer. How you like that?
You are from Austin.
That's right. Keeping it weird.
Yeah.
Ever mysterious.
But you guys are very well dressed.
What's that?